going on? This is Dude Awesome Man, and I am going to show you how to use 4 different things of Buildcraft. I guess you could say 5. The first one is landmarks, which kind of connects to everything to do with building automatically. And then there's template drawing tables, buildings or builders, fillers, and queries. Queries are kind of different than the others, but they do use landmarks. So let's get started. First, you're going to need to make a template if you're going to build anything. Template drawer table can be a confusing thing if you don't know what you're doing. Basically, you start with the land markers. You can make a 3-dimensional object or a 2-dimensional object or even a line to build something in that you want to reproduce. So basically, you just put 2 torches like that, and it'll make a line. And to make it 3-dimensional, you add another one like that, and it'll make a square. And then you go above one of the torches or the landmarks, and put another landmark, and right-click on that one, and it'll create the 3-dimensional object. Now you are going to put the template drawer table next to one of these. I don't know if it needs to be next to one of them or what, but I usually put it next to it, and it'll get rid of all these and create little construction things. And this is where you're going to be building your structure, whatever you want to build it out of. Doesn't matter. I recommend using dirt because it only matters what the shape is, because you're going to be providing the builder what you want it to use. So let's just build a simple box like this, and then we'll even do this, make it different, and then all you gotta do is right click on, after you finish what you want it to make, you right click on the template drawing table and put a blank template in there, and it'll basically like smelting it into the template. And that is what you're going to use to make the builder work, and it'll probably be called template number 1 if it's your first one. Next, so we will go over here and we'll start. You don't even need to use landmarks for it. All you got to do is set it down, put a template in there. Whoops. And it'll have the area like that. I've already dug out an area, kind of. It was kind of a lucky thing that it fit. How you know which way it's going to go from the table, when you set it down, it'll be exactly like this. So, oh, I need food real quick. Let's do some steak. Sorry about that. So it'll basically look exactly like that. That's just getting replaced with builder. So that's just helpful to know. Then what you're going to do is you're going to put what you want it to build with in here. I'm going to use stone for just to show that it can be different than what you use to build that. Put it in there, and then you got to power it with redstone. Now there's several ways you can do this. You can do the super fast repeater, or you can do one that doesn't make as much sound, which I forgot about in my other videos. So I'm gonna have one facing like that, and then you're gonna connect them with redstone like that, and put each of them or both of them on the 3rd tick. Most people know about it. And then you're gonna put a redstone torch, and I screwed up like that, and it'll just do that. Do different pulses, and it's not too fast, and it doesn't make any sound. And as you can see, it starts to build it. And it usually builds pretty quickly, and the greatest thing is it doesn't matter if it's like 10 blocks apart from each other. It will build in empty space without anything to build from. It's hard to explain, but that's how you use the builders. You can make it anything you want, mass produce houses to make a town or something. And now we're going to use fillers. Fillers you don't need to use a template for, but you're going to have to use like what are they called? You have to use like the forum post that is currently down right now. I don't know why, but it is. It has all these different things that you have to use, because when you put these down it has a filler thing like this, and you're gonna have to figure out what the different types of templates are to put in here. You don't use these. You use a design. You have to use, I believe, bricks to say that you want it to fill up the area with whatever you put in here. So let's just before we do that, we'll have to set down our land markers. So let's do that real quick, just a small area. Like that. Put that there. Whoops, you do have to put it next to these landmarks. There we go. And I'm going to fill it with whatever you want it to fill this space with. Let's just do stone again. And with the bricks, you're going to fill it in like that, and then you're going to put one in the middle, and that'll say fill the whole thing with whatever I provide you. And I'm not exactly sure what the other ones do. This one, I think it just makes a circle around it. This fills the whole thing, and then I think there's one like that now. But I'll provide a link to the cached Google page of the forum that you can go to and still be able to see the forum even though it's down, because it's cached like 3 days before it went down. So yeah, you can go to that and see all of the things for fillers. If you scroll down, it'll show you. So we've got those in there, and you're gonna have to power it again. I think I just got a message on Steam. Just do the same repeater deal so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. And whoops, I always screw up because I forget what to do, and I haven't used these very often. I always forget to tick those to the right one. There we go. There we go, and it'll start building. Now it's a pretty speedy process, but it kind of depends on, I don't think the repeater really matters because it already has a set max speed, and this is the max, I believe. And it'll just fill it in like that. I'm not really going to show you the whole thing because it takes a little bit. But yeah, that's how you use a filler. And now we'll use a query. I haven't really used them much, but they are kind of slow. I would recommend you just using the filler, because you can do a template in here that makes it so it gets rid of everything that's in there. Or you could even use the builder and make it so the template is nothing, and so it'll delete everything, so because nothing is there, it's supposed to be there, so it'll delete everything. But that means you would have to dig all the way down, and that might get kind of crappy, and it's not as legit as queries, because they do actually take time. So let's get this started. You're gonna have to use landmarks again. I'll do a small one this time, like that. Make it a square at least. Now, I don't believe that if it's third dimensional, I don't think it matters, because all it does, the queries just dig straight down all the way to bedrock. That's all it does, so the three-dimensional thing doesn't really matter, so you can get rid of this if you really want to. And put the query next to it, and it'll do that. And once, yeah, see, it just picks its own height. It does what it wants. Oh crap. Oh yeah, and also if you just place one down, it'll automatically it already has a automatic setting for it Oh my gosh. I keep doing that. I don't know why. It takes forever to destroy. Oh right, you can't right click it. Then all you gotta do is power it with a redstone again. Like that. And of course I do it wrong and then I delete it on accident. Of course I did it wrong again. There we go. I don't know why I have so much troubles with those, but then you just connect it to that and it'll start building the framework, which is, I guess it's necessary for it to operate to make it a bit more legit, if you want to call it that. So it'll build all the way up here, the framework, like it basically just builds along these lines. And yeah, it goes kind of slow, but once it's done, it's still pretty slow when it digs down. It digs like 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, 4 block. It's kind of slow, but when you have like, instead of just having a huge box, the best thing to do is just have like 20 different boxes, and then they'll all be working at the same time. It may lag quite a lot, but it shouldn't lag too much if you have a relatively good computer. It just kind of depends. And see, it finished building, and now it has like a diamond looking pick thing that'll dig down like that, switches over, digs down, and they just pop out of the side of this, or shoot out, I guess. So you can use pipes and whatnot to control these a bit more, get them to come out how you want them to. See, and I also figured out some special things about the pipes that I didn't really look into much because I didn't find much use for them. Gold pipes, when they're powered, they'll here, let me get this powered. They'll shoot the thing like much faster, so it's a lot more efficient. But it also, I believe it can lag it, but I'm not sure. See, it shoots out like that, and that's good when you're just trying to get it faster through the pipes. And also, another thing I probably could have used with the automatic furnace or played around with it is the iron pipe. The iron pipe allows you to filter things out to when it's forking. So you have two different, oh, whoops, I did it wrong. You have a fork in the rotor pipe or whatever. You put one there, and you attach a stone pipe to it. And see, when it's going through, it won't allow it to go through because there's a wall there. And of course, I placed another pipe. You right-click on it, and it'll change it so it'll allow it to go through that one, but not this one. You right-click it again, and it'll bounce back. This one will allow it to go through there, and that one will allow it to go through there. And then you can use, I'll go into more detail on a pipes guide, but yeah, that's the end of the guide. This is the quarry. So, wow, it's gone pretty far. Yeah, it's been spitting out everything it's been getting. With a lot of them, it can go pretty fast. Let's not die here at the end of the video. Why would I want raw beef? Okay, and so yeah, this is the filler. It filled it up perfectly. This is the builder, built just how I built the template, and obviously that's the drawer. So that's how you do them. I hope you got help from this guide, and I'll see you guys in my next guide, which will probably be pipes. See you guys later.